Hello, everyone. How are you? Today, to everyone out there, say hi. Well, today I received the visa to be able to enter the Philippines. Um, the first time that I need to do a visa to enter the Philippines in 4 years. Before the pandemic, all American citizens that were able to enter the Philippines 30 days without any visa. Was not necessary to have a visa for 30 days, but this time because of the pandemic, it's necessary to have the visa and process a visa to have entry to the Philippines. In specific, they are not permitting any tourists coming into the Philippines just to pass time in the Philippines. They only permitted essentials. If you work as essentials, if you are a Filipino who lives in the United States and you're going to see your family and what I consider family members like me that I'm married legally to my wife in the Philippines, but you need to be married direct to the in the Philippines. They have a Filipino marriage certificate to be able to process the visa. For everybody that in the same situation as me, they're married to a Filipina, and right now they they need they want to go to see the spouse in the Philippines. They need to process a visa. It's very important. Even though you buy the flight, you got your marriage certificate, you going to need a visa. It's going to be a non a non foreigner, non foreigner because is you are is the husband or wife of the Filipino they live in the Philippines, and that's the one that you're going to process. You're going to for you to obtain the paperwork that you need and everything that you're going to need to send. You need to contact the embassy here, the Philippine embassy here in the United States. The Philippine embassy is in Washington D.C. But if you live in Ohio, like I live, or Pennsylvania, or Michigan, or any other states near Chicago, you're going to contact the consul of the Philippines in Chicago. You're going to you're going to look in Google. When you find it, you're going to enter the website, and it's going to be the every area that you need to go. You're going to go to Visa, and there you're going to see the the email, and you're going to email them about you're going to explain. I mean, my spouse live in the Philippines and I'm going to make plans to fly over there and that I need to know what is the process that I need to do to obtain the visa. No, don't call to the consul or to the embassy because they not going to answer. And if they answer, they're not going to give you any information. They're going to say to you that you need to email what you need, and they're going to send you everything that you need to do in the email. Then you're going to email, and then you're going to wait. At least I receive the email immediately the next day. What I write down in the email, then I explain my situation. I got my wife in the Philippines. I'm live in the United States, and I'm an American citizen. I got my marriage license with my wife in the Philippines, and I'm trying to get to her. And it was informed to me that I needed to have a visa. They answered me back with the form and link that I download the form and I print the form that I needed to fill out for for the visa, and then I needed a picture of like passport picture that you're going to need to attach it to that form. You're going to need a copy of your marriage certificate, copy of the marriage certificate. You're going to need a copy of the passport or ID or your spouse. It's very important that if you're going to do that process, have your wife send you a copy, clear copy of her passport, because you need to attach it. You need to take copies of your passport and any of all the entries that you already done to the Philippines, and then any other visa process that you got uh, in the passport, and you're going to say your passport. You're going to a part of that the original passport, but plus that you need to have copy of every entry and copy of your passport. They're very important. You're going to need a letter from your wife that she explaining that she is your wife, then what is your purpose of your visit, and that she's going to make be responsible of anything or your actions done in the Philippines. That she's going to be responsible of anything that you do or happen. She's going to take responsibility. Very important. When she do that, she need to notarize that paper. She can sign that paper. She needs to do that paper. She needs to sign it in front, at least in the Philippines, in front of the lawyer. And then he's going to put the stamp and he's going to notarize that paper become legal. It's very important that your wife there do that and send you the copy attaching an email for you to be able to print it. Very important that you got that paper have to be notarized. Another thing that you're going to need is the schedule of your flights. If you already got all your flights, like I did, that I already bought all my flights, I was able to print all my flights, the hotels that possible are going to stay there, and the address if you're going to stay with, in you got a house, and you're going to stay in the house with your wife. You're going to need all that information, and you're going to need the bank statement, the last bank statement. And if you don't got paperwork, it's better for you to print it. You got it by email, or ask the bank for a copy, to have a copy. And you're going to send that. I sent the original one because demonstrate that I can support myself going there and going to be able to pay everything that I need to pay in the Philippines. And you're going to send all those documents together. Then you need to prepay a envelope they're going to use with your address back. They're going to use because they're going to put all the paperwork there with your passport, with the visa attached, and they're going to send it to you back. They only accept from the regular mail or UPS. They don't accept FedEx. Don't do anything with FedEx. Has to be regular mail or UPS. And then you're going to do a money order. It's going to be $30 for the regular processes, 1 week completely, 5 days, or it's going to be $40, just $10 more to have it speeded by 3 days. I got it speeded by 3 days. I remember that I did it with UPS. I pay for that to arrive the next day. I pay a little more than that, and then I pay it to have it immediately the next day arrive to me, and I already got it in. Alright, I remember that I sent it Thursday, arrived Friday, and already Wednesday arrived to me, and I already got it. Thank God. It was today, yesterday, not today, yesterday, because I came back to work and I got it to get to my work, because here I can trust that much. It's an apartment. I can trust that much for those paperwork to get here. And I already got it. You're going to receive your passport, nothing more than just your passport with the sticker of the visa that is already approved. You're going to see the day, the my state for November until February, because the day that are going to be there, there's going to be December and January for just one entry. That is the process that I did. Be in mind that you wanted to have the paperwork immediately, and you pay for 1 day shipment that the works was incredible with UPS, and doing everything that you need to do with including the money order, what I pay, and everything that I did, almost $200. because I wanted to have the paperwork already. I just wanted to be at ease, have my passport, have everything. I already got everything. Remember to have the flight and to have the schedule. If you got every paperwork that you need, and you got what I said that you need, going to need, don't worry about it. Your visa is going to be approved because they are, we are prioritized as a family members, and that's why we don't going to have problems to have our visa approved. If you got the paperwork that you need and your wife are able to make the letter for you. Remember, this paperwork that you're going to fill out, you don't do it in front of in the embassy or the consul direct. There is not going to be someone there to witness and sign it. The same that your wife needs to do to notarize the paperwork there in the Philippines. It's a little more difficult because there they do it by a lawyer. Here in the United States, it's a little more easy. Even you go to UPS, UPS can notarize that paperwork for almost nothing. You just tell them, hey, I need to notarize this, how to fill it out, don't sign it, and they're going to notarize it, and they're going to put the stamp that was notarized. That's the advantage that we got here. Remember, the paper have to be notarized too by a certified person in UPS got certified people to notarize that paperwork. That is very important. I hope that if anyone is making the plans, just to make sure to have the wife, if they live in another province that is not Manila, to go and do and to accessorize herself completely or everything that you need to do. Because apart that I got accessorize, my wife called the immigration there, and my wife called the department for the COVID. They're working with the COVID and everything there, and the process in Manila is very different from the process that is going to be when I get to her province. When you get to Manila, you need to present all the paperwork. They're going to from there. They're going to take you when you need to do the test because you need to do the COVID test to be able to enter, and then they're going to tell. I'm going to take the faster one. You need to pay. That is around 4,000 pesos. It's around 4,000, almost 5,000 pesos. That means that bring money, have money with you. You're going to spend like almost $100 for that test. Then after you do that, have and verify the list of the hotels that are certified in the Philippines for pass the quarantines or to wait for the result of the test, and then look it online, book it already, have it already booked because getting there to look for the hotel is going to take more time. You already got it booked. You do a swab or do the rapid test that you need to do. From there, you're going to go to they're going to transfer you to the hotel. It's around 3 days that you receive it. Then you don't need to do a 14-day quarantine in Manila. Then you can fly to the province. Let's say your wife is in the it's not in Manila that she is in Cebu or in Davao, giving other provinces. You're going to be able to fly to the province, but make sure that your wife talk with the agency that she needs to talk in her province to see what is the guidelines. Every guidelines in every province change. At least when I'm going to fly to General Santos, I'm going to need to do 7 days in a hotel and then 7 days in the house. They're going to allow me them to be 7 days after that with my wife, my last 7 days. But they don't allow the first 7 days to be with her. I'm going to need to pass those 7 days alone in a hotel, and after that, I'm going to be able to be with her. And if I don't mistake, I need to do the test in General Santos too. And you need to be able to pay another test in General Santos. That means more money spent just to get there. But it's a sacrifice. But if you are in the same situation that I am, then you need to see with your wife. If you want to get to your family that I got a daughter too, is the sacrifice is going to worth it. That's why I'm taking 5 weeks. I'm going to possible lose Christmas, but the other option have your wife go to Manila, meet you in Manila, but she needs to verify the guidelines. That she needs to be able to get to Manila. And when you fly back with her to the Providence, then both of you they're going to need to do the quarantine together because they need to do quarantine when they come back to the Providence. That's another option, but I can't give you the information because that's we going to figure out Monday, her Monday. Impossible that I'm going to do another video to let everybody knows what is that process if your spouse then decide to meet you in Manila. I hope that this can help anyone that is making the plans to go to the Philippines. Um, is we living in very difficult times, and like everyone else that is in the same situation, I know how desperate that we can get to get to our wife because we miss her family, my situation, my daughter too. But I hope that this can help and everybody can. They need to do the process. They can do the process. Um, they can. Anyone that needs a little more information can leave a comment, and then I can answer any other questions about the process. If you live, like I say, any state near Chicago, and you need help with the link or anything else, just leave me a comment and I'm going to the moment that I read the comment, I'm going to and then I'm going to be able if I'm able to give you all the help that I can. I go I'm going to be here just to be able to help and answer any question. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good morning. At the time that you see this video, stay safe. I hope that if you got your wife in the Philippines, your wife is safe too. And you want to say something before I finish the video?
Please comment so that you will know how to process the visa for your husband. Keep safe, everyone.
That's it. You see, any Filipina got the husband in the United States and need to ask anything for the part of the wife, what the things that she needs to do, leave a comment down, and my wife can see the comment and she can answer any questions. So, what is that part? The part of the Filipina, what she needs to do to be able to help the husband to get to the Philippines. That's the more important part. We do the process, but the wife is the connection. They have us completely informed of what are the things that we need to do. Uh, See you, everyone. Like I say, stay safe. Leave a comment. You need to know something about the part that we, as a husband here in the United States, we need to do for the visa. Leave a question. I'm going to answer. And in the part of what a Filipina needs to do to help the husband and what is the information the husband is going to need, phone number, anything else, and then they're going to need to be able to process that information for the husband to get there. Leave a comment for her. She's going to be able to answer your way she can. Have a good day. Have a good night. Like I say, have a good morning. Whatever the time that you see this video. And I hope that this video can help. Bye bye.